Before working with us, how long were you in a career search? Did you just start, or had it been a couple months?
It had just been like 1 or 2 months, and then I had purchased Ramit Sethi's dream job, and I went through that, and he kind of upgraded his, and I've gone through that. That's how I kind of found my previous jobs. But it was maybe a couple of months.
Why didn't you just go back with him then? What you used it in the past. Was it something?
Yeah, I think there was 2 parts that I wanted, which was community and one-on-one attention.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I don't know, and I need somebody to correct me.
So it's just one of those things. So basically, because that's my next question is, at what point did you say I need help? And every time you've had it, you've got help from other people. But with this move, you felt you need a more individual and community approach.
Yeah, the part that sold me, and as I mentioned before, I interviewed several other career coaches, and they were all based on time. Yeah. And they said, every month we charge you this. I said, you're incentivized for me to not get a job. You really are. True. Because you tell me how you're incentivized, I'll tell you what you're going to do. Because if they lose me as a client, they don't get paid anymore.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't want me to have success, but you should get paid when that happens. The thing I appreciated is when I've hired coaches in the past, that we're aligned on what we're trying to accomplish. And there's this
10X, man. 10X, let's go, right?
Yeah, and I get frustrated because then I had people telling me, I can introduce you to people, I can promise you results, I can give you one-on-one. And I said, that's not what I'm looking for. And through your experience and kind of meeting with you guys, I said, oh, there's a community, there's content online, there's one-on-one. I said, yeah, this is worth it. And by the way, I made up all the money by asking one question. I asked one question and I made all my money back. And actually, I'll make more in my next year. So I got a $5,000 increase by asking that one simple question. Hey, what do you have budgeted? It was one simple thing. Now, that isn't the only value add I had, but yeah.
We had one person just go on an interview who makes like 205 right now. If they would have said how much money they're making, I'll keep this company confidential, but that company is currently hiring a role for 300,000. You can't tell me if you said you're making 205 and a position's 300, that come on, it's business. So most value about working together is the community. And obviously we work with you until, it happened because you were doing that consulting gig and still doing stuff. So what advice, a lot of people who worked with us, right, have never invested in themselves hardly ever outside of college, right? They've never hired kind of a coach for anything, and it seems like you've been investing in yourself for a while. So it was like, hey, do I see value? I do it. What advice would you have for someone who's considering working together, who maybe has never even had a coach before and they've been, in the corporate world for 20 years?
I think many people think by addition, they don't think by multiplication or exponential. And I think the idea of having a coach now is becoming more common. What I don't believe people understand is they think that all coaches are created equal. And those differences I just mentioned to you about how you are completely different than everyone else, I don't know if you guys promote that enough.
Yeah, I don't know. We've tried every coaching model. So we came to this, right? We have an online system. We have a community. We meet, all of our stuff, right? And I don't know how other people do it. Meaning like, I just don't understand, because really, I think this is the only thing that works, really. But
I had friends make fun of me because they said, oh, you're just having meetings all the time and you're just making connections. I said, that's a part of the
isn't that how you get a job?
Yeah.
Because on Fast Company, I just shared in Slack, and we'll wrap up here and then we'll talk for a little bit. This person built, if you saw that article I posted, an app to apply for jobs. He applied to 1,838 jobs. In addition to this, he had his resume redone, and it would create customized cover letters. It just didn't work for him. But
the people I met through here, even whatever happens here, I know how the mentality to approach the next job. Even if it does, let's just say something horrific happens at Backblaze, and in a year from now, I've made more contacts, more relationships now that will allow me to benefit in the short. I met a woman who has been in the fintech space, two of them, two women in fintech for over 15 years.
Yeah.
And they said, Vikash, we would love to introduce you to so many companies. Please tell me if it doesn't work out with Backblaze. We have so many people that would love to meet you. And I'm sitting there, I said, wow, if I had met these people 6 months earlier, if I had put this effort in earlier, where would I have been? And I sat there, and now I think to myself, even with Backblaze, I still need to continue this model.